in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. Smells good. The oven. The oven. Yep.
This is how you podcast.
This is what I was about to say. Like, this is how you do it.
This is it.
Beautiful.
Franco, I don't get my. I got four things, two hands over here.
What a show. What a show. Show business. Show business. I got to tell you.
Franco, where are we? Who we with? What are we doing?
Oh my God, man! This is a long time coming.
Yes.
We're with a great friend of ours, an unbelievable comedian, unbelievable actor.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Ron Barba.
Thank you, Franco. Mario, the Oven Podcast. I've been dying to be on your show. And I'm on your show. We're in my apartment. I couldn't be happier. If we're going to do an apartment, I want to do this podcast as much as I can. So come by anytime. Thanks for having me.
Dude,
Or thanks for good having you.
Yeah, right. It's a two-way road here. Honestly, with this view, I'm going to come up here all the time.
I'll tell you, this is a bachelor's paradise.
It really is.
Very lucky. I'm never getting married as long as I stay in this apartment. I made that clause with my parents. So I've been here for 10 years. I live in the middle of Manhattan. I absolutely love it up here. And who wouldn't, you know? When you come up here, you go, I love New York. When you're down there, not so much.
Yeah, on the walk over here, Mario's like, man, in the last 10 years, this city's really gone to shit. I'm like, bro, you don't even remember this city 10 years ago.
Dude, I worked in the city for the last 14 years.
Hilarious. During COVID, when no one was here, it was just homeless and crackheads just down 8th Avenue. There was no one else. So my buddy would come in from Jersey, and he'd call it the Gauntlet. If he made it up to my apartment, he'd call it the Gauntlet. If you make it here from Penn Station.
Yeah, we've been here 5 minutes. Mario already pooped in the toilet bowl. It's unbelievable.
That's NYC. That's NYC. It's dirty. It's dirty, but we like it that way.
Rob can only poop at his own house, so don't worry about it.
All right, that's good. He's a great producer. We're waiting for a joke from him. We get one every couple minutes.
So, Ronzel Washington.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me.
Dude, I love... Did you like that comment when I commented
That was
on your
hilarious. Absolutely. Keep the comedy coming. I love funny things.
It came
insult
to me.
Please. That didn't insult me, but you can do whatever you want, you know? I know it's out of good fun and love.
I meant that as a compliment.
I believe me. It was during the COVID times when people really said nasty things to me. But other than that, all my friends online are all jokers, and I just have a lot of fun with people online. We have nothing but fun. So I love Ronzel Washington. If I could only be that great. Denzel, one of my favorite actors. Great in Training Day, great in Glory. Those are the two that I really remember him for.
He's all time.
Yeah, Denzel is all time.
No
I mean, now that we're on the topic, who would be your favorite actor?
My favorite actors of all time are Jack Nicholson, Jack Lemmon, and, of course, Bobby De Niro. You got to keep him, you have to put him right up there, even though it's fuck Trump. I don't love that part about him, but I love his acting. Unbelievable actor in so many great movies, so many great roles.
Can't take that away from him.
Remember when he was in The Untouchables? Enthusiasm.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh,
really?
You got to see The Untouchables.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's
I got to
great.
check it out. I'll add
He
it to the
plays
list.
Al Capone, who always, I believe, had a cigar.
This is a really nice cigar,
Yeah.
man. Seriously. I'm not really a big cigar guy, but this Padron.
Yes. Thank you, Ron.
Hey,
Padron.
listen, we were at Ohika Castle.
Sure were.
This gentleman invited me to this unbelievable party up there, and just what a cool place. And that's when Mario had an extra cigar for me. And so I figured, oh, my God, they're coming into the city. I got to get cigars. So we got these out in Greenwich, Connecticut at the Tobacconist. And this is the first time I've ever been there. And, these are all I know about them is they're from Nicaragua. Punchline.
Would you call me?
There you go. Nicaragua, I said. Please.
Such a mom joke for Mario.
Yes, we love it.
So, we got the cigars.
We got cigars. We got Chuck Zito's brand. Where is it? Where's the bottle?
Oh, it's on the floor next to Rob. Come on, Rob.
Sorry, I was too enamored with your
Get that up there.
cigar over there.
This is from Chuck Zito's. This is his brand, I believe, Rides, and it's got the what are they called?
The Route 66.
Route 66 on it, and
got a biker guy on there.
and the biker guy, yeah, because they're Harley Davidson. The guy that gave this to me, his name is Mike Cruz. And he's a guy that was in, I think a long time ago was in Hell's Angels. We may have to cut that out. I can't remember. But he and I were in a TV show called, I can't even remember it. It's one of those, I'm in a bunch of those crime shows where you have like cops or I play a detective. In this one, I played the friend of a guy who gets beaten up. And so my face gets really bloody. And that's where I met this guy from the the Hell's Angels. This guy Mike Cruz, and he came to a play of mine not too long after we did this television show, and he brought this bottle, which I thought was awesome. Such a great gift to come. He comes to my play and then he gives me this great bottle. So I hope you guys are enjoying Rides.
It's fantastic. It's got a little sweet touch to it. I like it a lot.
Absolutely, it does.
With these cigars, the oven is preheated.
Seriously,
We already introduced Ron Barba,
Thank you.
actor, comedian,
Yes.
songwriter, producer. He does it all.
Bachelor in Manhattan.
Woo!
Never married, 54 years.
Don't.
I got more red flags in China, folks. That's all right.
I'm Mario. Over there is my Croatian co-host Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul.
Papa. Love him.
We're the Oven Podcast. Keep sharing the show. Follow us on all socials and spank that subscribe button. And we got one more little announcement. Well, not an announcement because you guys all know about it already, but we want to remind you, we teamed up with Underdog Fantasy. Don't forget, sign up. Promo code OVEN. We are matching 50% of every deposit you guys put in, up to $500. That means that's a free $250 to you.
It's free money.
Free money.
It's free money.
That's for gambling, right?
That's for gambling.
Oh,
Yep.
I love
No,
gambling.
it's for drugs.
Let me know. Either one.
either
I'm
one.
into them. I'm into both. But gambling, that's my father's a professional futures trader, which is pure gambling. And I love poker and I love betting. I bet Tiafoe. You know who Tiafoe
Oh, you got
is?
Tiafoe?
Yes, Tiafoe.
You bet him against Fritz?
I bet him to win it all. And I've done that twice now. Never bet on a black man to win a tennis match, all right? Just like you don't bet on a white man to win the dunk contest, all right? You just don't do it. And I did it, and I lost. That's a little advice to you people out there in case.
My dad thinks that he looks like Fritz. He always
He's
calls
got a
him
little Fritz. He's got a little
he
Fritz
does.
in him. Yes, absolutely.
He got a little Fritz. Every time I'm walking by, I go to the house and I'm walking past. My dad's like, Rob's on the TV. I'm like, Dad, shut up.
That's great. That's funny.
Your dad should see Rob right now. He's so fucking high right now. Look at his eyes. Are you kidding me?
You look like an actor named Gallagher. Steve, we have Steve Grillo from Howard Stern here. He's just making sure everything goes all right. Peter Gallagher. I was going to say Peter Gallagher.
Peter
Do you
Gallagher.
remember Peter Gallagher?
No.
Okay, good. I'm glad that we referenced you. Sorry about that.
That's why I'm not on camera.
I just figured our age, you know. Anyway, this guy Peter
That's
Gallagher.
why I'm by the sink. You're on the camera.
You know what Peter Gallagher was in? He was in oh God, the one with Kevin Spacey, the big hot movie with American Beauty. American Beauty. Do you remember American Beauty?
I gotta look that up. I don't know.
Oh,
if
it's
I-
great.
I'd
It's a
have to
great
look
movie. You
that
have to see it's Kevin Spacey, and he's the guy who's porking Kevin Spacey's wife.
Kevin Spacey's broke now, right? Something like that.
I mean, they say that. I wonder. He cried. I mean, he's an actor, so I could cry too on command. But he cried, which is pretty sick, and it did seem like, obviously a lot of his income has been cut off. There's no question about that. How poor he is, how broke he is, I think it's a combination of he's just sad that his state of being, but maybe he did lose everything. Who knows?
You know what impresses me about actors, man? Like actors, actresses, when they're in a movie or a show and their role is to act like a bad actor or actress.
That's funny.
I feel like that is super tough to do.
That's interesting. You're right.
You're always
you
like
have to go
trying to
back.
act. Yeah, you're trying to act like at your best, but now you're trying to act at your best at your worst. You know what I mean?
That's fascinating. I'm trying to think of something that I've seen. I just see people and I'm like, that's bad acting. But
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
deliberately trying to be bad actors. But that's interesting. Okay, I like that.
Just a random thought I had.
I like that thought. No, it's very interesting. I've always, I've acted with so many bad people. I'm so used to doing that. Like on plays, especially, I was just like, this person does not belong on stage with me. And it's not, and I'm going to say this because
It's not arrogant, dude.
I've worked so hard as an actor to become a good actor that when you see people that are not good, it's good that they're trying. They should be. It's not even their fault that they're there. They're probably sleeping with the director, or I don't know how did they get here. They're sexy, but they can't. You got to have to cut them every time because you. Anyway,
It's like
enough of that.
it's
Sorry.
like the dad's kid always plays shortstop.
There you go.
Back when you're growing
There you
up.
go.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
Wow, that's a good
Little analogy for you,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah, I just hope the dad wasn't fucking the shortstop. That's the only thing.
Jesus,
I
right?
didn't know we could say fuck on this show. But I love this place. I love this show. Thank you.
Oh no,
Dude,
this
cigar
is-
on the 17th floor in Manhattan right now.
yeah,
bro,
Who am
you
I?
can't- Yeah,
17th floor.
Run,
Wow.
run. You might see Mario sleeping on your chase lounge later
I love
tonight.
it. Yeah, you guys come in anytime. A lot of naked people in these buildings. You'll see them. People always walk in here and they always are like, "Oh my God, is that person naked? Is she fucking him?" Like, yeah, that happens all the time.
Well, I saw that
didn't
one
even
guy
see it.
taking a shit right off the
Yeah,
bat.
that's the first thing he said. He
The
goes,
first
he goes,
thing.
"That guy taking a shit?"
Absolutely, it's all show here in Midtown Manhattan. You gotta love it.
Honestly, I always think about that. Like when my window's open or something.
Yes.
You know, if I'm like, if I come too quick, all my neighbors are gonna know about it. I'm like, damn.
Your neighbor's outside on his hammock, just like, what the fuck is going on over here?
Those are good 30 seconds, Mario.
So I want to try something. There's always you've heard of the marry, fuck, kill, right?
What is it called?
Yeah, marry, fuck, kill. It's like
I've
marry
heard of
one,
it.
fuck one, kill one.
Okay,
Like, usually with
okay,
like,
good, good.
Good looking actresses or something like that.
Very good.
I want to try something called star, cast, and cut. I want to do a star, cast, and cut with Alec Baldwin, Bill Cosby, and O.J. Simpson.
Star, cast, and cut. All right. Star. Wait. You said Bill Cosby. Who are they again?
Alec Baldwin
Alec Baldwin.
and O.J. Simpson.
OJ. Well, Alec Baldwin has got to be the star. He's, to me, I mean, Bill Cosby, don't get me wrong, Bill Cosby is unbelievably talented. But for what he allegedly did to these 70 women, you can't give him the star anymore. So I would cast him, and OJ is just completely, I mean, the one person he's cut.
Okay, just like that.
I wasn't expecting that out of you.
No, honestly, neither was
Yeah.
Interesting. Why?
I have to disagree.
Tell
I
me.
mean, you got Alec Baldwin out here killing people and trying to take my God-given right away to carry, arms in this country.
Is he?
So,
Is he? I didn't know his politics with that.
Yeah, no, he's
I know he hates Trump, but I
he's
didn't
on the
know-
other side.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So we don't usually get political, but
Here we go.
I'm cutting him, no doubt. All right, I'm cutting him, no doubt.
I hear you.
And then, OJ. We don't even. I'm gonna cast OJ.
You got to cast.
Wait, what was the first one?
Star.
No, I'm gonna star OJ. I'm gonna star OJ
Okay.
because we don't really know if he actually killed her.
We don't do we?
But I'm only gonna cast Bill Cosby because we kind of know the 70 women.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little.
There has to be some truth there.
I got one more for you. We're gonna go a little bit
love
more on more of a serious route.
What about your answer?
I kind of actually agree with you, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
I'm not-
Alec's the guy that you guys would cut, Alec.
Yeah,
and he's
absolutely.
from Long Island.
yeah,
He's out.
Even a hometown.
Listen.
That's like when New Yorkers hate Trump. I'm like, why do you hate Trump? You are Trump. He's gangster like you. He's New York like you, and you hate him. It never made sense to me. Same thing with Alec. How could you guys hate Alec? He's from where you're from. He's an amazing actor. I mean, Glenn Ross. Come on.
I mean,
You know what it takes to sell real estate.
I just listed my reasons.
Anyway,
So I got one more for you. Star, cast, cut. We're gonna go with comedians on this one.
Okay.
More comedy actors: Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, and Eddie Murphy.
well, I know that the one person whose movie I've never been able to watch any of his movies is dun 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 dun. Like, this is a tough one. Adam Sandler. I can't stand his stuff. I never have been able to.
Really?
You know what's so funny is even Adam Sandler, I've never liked any of how he portrays himself in movies. I can't even watch more than 2 minutes of it. But a friend of mine who loves him, showed me a clip of him doing stand-up, and I just watched it objectively. I was like, that was great. I was like, that was amazing. But whatever. I just don't like his movies. The other two I love, so it's easy. So I mean, either one. Eddie and Jim Carrey are to me the greatest of the greatest black entertainer, greatest white entertainer I've ever seen with comedy. So it's a toss-up. It can be either or. Doesn't matter to me. They're both unbelievable talents. Except Jim Carrey's gone crazy and Eddie hasn't yet. Yeah. I don't think Eddie will.
No, I feel like Eddie.
Except when he did the Nutty Professor stuff.
Dude.
But that could be me.
Some of them was Nutty Professor 2 though was all time.
Was it good?
You didn't like Nutty
All-time bad or
Professor?
good? I couldn't stand it. No.
Really?
The only thing I liked from Eddie, and I obviously loved 48 Hours, I love Beverly Hills, and Trading Places is the ultimate. And don't forget, my dad is a trader. I got this place because of trading commodities, which is what they were trading in Trading Places.
No. You got it from comedy.
Oh yeah, comedy. That's right. That's right. I got all this from comedy. You're right. This is why we're up here. But that movie, and then the one that he did one recently with
Coming to America too.
oh my God, I love Coming
was
to
amazing.
America.
Coming to America
Yeah,
too.
but then no, there was another one. There was he played a 70s actor. No, it was a 70s actor. It was on Netflix. It was excellent. Anyway, that was it. And Jim Carrey, Ace, Mask, and Dumb and Dumber with a little bit of Liar Liar. The rest of them you can throw in the trash. Although Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was good.
What about Bruce Almighty?
Eh,
Oh, Bruce Almighty killed me, man.
you would like that movie.
I Bruce Almighty had some really good parts.
There's always great parts. There you go. See that sound?
This is it.
This is what it's like. I'm not gonna say 24/7, but a lot of the time. So if you want to move into the city, you're gonna get this woo. And guess what? Half the time they're doing that just to get through the traffic, not because they got someplace to go.
Yep.
So you got to listen to it. Anyway, sorry to divert.
No, the viewers are
from
gonna feel like they're here.
Yes,
You kidding
you're
me?
in Manhattan now.
So take us back, man. Take us back to when you first started. You know, when you realized that you wanted to do comedy and acting.
Yep, I'll tell you.
Where did we start from?
All right, so we started at Bear Stearns, like most actors.
Okay.
And I was working on a trading desk. I got fired, and I was like, I don't like this business anymore. I want to try something else. So I actually got on stage as Bob Ross. You know who Bob Ross is? The painter.
Yeah.
My brother wrote a song about it. I produced it. It was called Why I Don't Paint People. And I basically went on stage as Bob Ross in, I'm going to say 2000 and maybe 2001, somewhere around there. So before 9/11, and we got 9/11 tomorrow.
Yep.
But that's when I got on stage, and I sang the song as Bob Ross called Why I Don't Paint People, and they ate it up. And that was 24 years ago, and we did a video that was on YouTube and got viral. It was crazy. And that was when people went crazy. Me doing the Bob Ross made me just love and want to be in show business.
Had the itch.
Yes.
Right
And so
away.
I did that for a year and a half. It's like, all right, what else can you do with this? So I'm like, all right, now let me try stand-up. Then I did stand-up, and then I mercilessly bombed, and learned. And that was the real, like, oh, my God, I have no idea. I thought that they were going to love me because I did Bob Ross. But once my comedy didn't hit, I'm like, oh, my God, my stand-up is that bad? And then I learned how to do stand-up. And I'm not a great stand-up. I'm an okay stand-up. I'm a way better actor than I am a stand-up. But that was, I'm going to say, like, probably about 2000 is when I first, like, I want to get serious about getting on stage, auditioning, getting in films, doing, do anything I can with entertainment. And, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of pain, but a lot of fun, too.
Dude, I gotta say, I when I first met you, I knew you as a comedian.
Yep.
And then I'm seeing these clips on your page of your acting, and I'm like,
yeah.
holy shit!
Thank you.
You're a really fucking good actor.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And I've always been kind of a natural with acting, and I appreciate you saying that. But aren't you Italian?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we do? Italians act. That's all we can do. We're not writers. The Irish are the writers, right? The Jews are the producers or the writers, the Jews can do everything, but they are, and they're that good at it. But the Italians are the actors, the De Niros, and so I appreciate it. But I feel like we just naturally we have that kind of bend towards us, and I think that that's why I did it so much and loved it. And then I realized as a stand-up, I didn't love writing jokes as much as I did acting. So I'm like, you know what? I'm mostly just going to focus on acting. Although, of course, I love jokes. But when you go out to the world and you see how many stand-ups there are, how many good stand-ups there are, and you hear great jokes and you hear where it came from, I'm like, these people must spend time I can't even imagine writing jokes. But I'm realizing with acting, it came naturally to me, and I just loved, I don't know, it's just a love for it. And I love the business of that. A lot hotter women in acting than there are in stand-up. Hey, that's just the way it goes. Like, good-looking women can't write good jokes.
They don't have
Can
to.
we cut that? Or?
No, we can.
There's no misogyny on the show. Even there's no women here,
I mean, with that being said, is there anything that you won't joke about?
Oh, my God, please. I used to do jokes about black people. Like, I did one right there, but that's not bad. But I don't think so. But when I used to do jokes about black people, audiences would just freeze up. And it was like, oh, my God. I didn't know. I thought I was being normal. No. It was not a good idea. White people doing black jokes, not a good idea. Very rarely works. Homeless jokes, absolutely a no-no.
Really?
And those jokes, nope. People done homeless jokes, but they don't work unless you're already killing, and then you slip that joke in because people just are very, very sensitive. I learned not to do that. I didn't even realize it. Like, they were right. The audience was right. Like, it's not funny looking at homeless people. They got mental illness. It's not like, go get a job. It's like, these people can't, they can't feed themselves. But you don't realize that when you're just a human being like me. They are and they're not. It's not so cut and dried. Anyway.
So greasing up the crowd, warming them up before hitting them with certain jokes, that's a huge part of it?
Yeah, well, I found the easiest way to learn was to self-deprecate. Once I started doing jokes about myself and being a loser, then not a loser, but when you make fun of yourself, the audience is comfortable. It's like, this person can make fun of themselves. There's a lot of arrogant comics out there that get no love and they don't even know why. It's because they're putting everything on the audience and not on themselves. When you start writing about yourself and your frailties and your mistakes that you've made and how you're human, they can relate a lot better with that. So I found writing from there and how bad I was in dating. That's when I wrote dating jokes a long time ago, and that's the first time that I learned that I could write jokes pretty okay and learn the art of writing jokes. A lot of people don't even know how to write jokes, and that's okay. But it's an art form.
Dating jokes.
Dating jokes.
Dating jokes. Here we go.
You got one on the top
So
of your head?
like I said, one of the jokes was, you heard it before. I said, I'm trying to date now. Who's going to date me now? I'm 54. I got more red flags in China. I got more red flags in a bullfight. But I've been on those dating sites, Match, eHarmony, NoBaggage.com, just looking for a quickie.gov.
Mario just found a new site, everybody. Mario's eyes just perked up over here.
No, shout out. So shout out to my boy Mark.
Yeah.
He works for Field. He made me download the app Field. I did it for you, Mark. Honestly, it's a great app.
I love it.
There's some freaks on there, just so you know.
On Field, that's a dating app?
Field, Feeld.
F-E-E-L-D.
Absolutely wild. Franco, girls are right up your alley. You got like the goth emo girls on there that you're into?
I've been going down that emo path lately,
it.
man.
Franco loves that Louis. But speaking of freaks and stuff, I've been sitting on this question a while, and I feel like we got a good relationship with you, and we're jokey. So I want to jump right into something that maybe you don't want to talk about.
I'll talk about it. We're on your show. You guys came to my place.
we're dating.
We're having the Nicaraguan cigars. You heard that.
come on, dude.
Nicaraguan cigars. And we're drinking Chuck Zito's drink. I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I wish I had some sort of an idea where he was going with this.
What's
I'm
the
ready.
Except that. No, smoke ring. I've never done a smoke ring.
Really?
Except on this show.
Let's
First
try,
time
Frank.
because of this
Frank,
show.
let's do it.
Do it. Do one. Come on. Get them up. There it is. There they are, baby. Bow. Winner.
That's-
Ding, 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 ding. Right here. The winner.
That's the most sus thing we ever did on camera.
Let's hear it. What do you got for him?
So, what's the funniest or craziest role play you've ever done with a girl?
Craziest.
In this bachelor pad, there's got to be some crazy shit that goes on.
I know craziest thing Franco
I'll tell
did.
you that. I wish. That's the weirdest thing. The ironic thing is I've had less sex in this place than I've had other places. But then again, I got older and my libido fell a lot.
Okay.
And so that wasn't. I haven't really had really kinky sex in this place, which you would think like I would, and I would think that I would actually.
These windows.
I need who do I need to talk to get that? But like
your doctor.
Kinkiest.
Well, you cut down on drinking, right? Did you notice your libido went up with that?
Well,
No?
I've got a crazy. Yes, I mean, I have a crazy sex drive. Like I'm pretty much a maniac, but I don't get to use it as much as I'd like to. Is all I'm saying, and it's my own problem. It's my own psychological problem, which I don't know what that is. But like I said, I'm 54 and I've never been married.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I didn't know we were getting this fucking deep with this question.
There's
Pause.
nothing wrong with being 54
I'm trying to think of
and
like
never been being
something
married, though.
dirty I did that would be like interesting. Like the stuff I did was like makes me realize that I had psychological problems with women. I probably shouldn't have said that to them in bed.
Like Mario's waiting over here to tell his.
No, I want to know.
You
For
get
crazy,
to therapy. See, this is like a therapy couch right here. See this chase?
I thought I was gonna get to sit on the chase. Franco
is
said
like
no.
therapy.
No, look at. No,
Jesus.
hold on. Look at this back. Look at this picture behind us.
Oh, come on, look at
Are
this.
you kidding me?
So beautiful. I was walking down in Soho. Everyone was staring at this. I had to get it, and it's by an artist named. I signed the check to O.O. How much do you think I paid for that?
Fuck, I don't even. I was gonna.
What would you think?
I
What
wasn't
would you
even gonna ask, but
I'd say it's not
You
too
signed the
like
check
two- like
to
$2,000?
OO?
perfect. But what, 1,900. I paid
1,900?
for that. Yep, 1,900.
I would have been
And-
wrong, and the price is right. That's
And people
upsetting.
come in here and immediately talk about it, see all the stars, and point out people I don't even know who they were. And it's just such a great, icebreaker.
For sure. No, I love the picture. I don't mean to change subjects on you over here. I know you want to talk about your sex thing, but it's something that
I
came
wish
up.
I got good sex stories that aren't that. I'm real fast. I lived on 95th Street. I went downtown one time. I met a girl, brought her back to her place on 94th Street. We had sex. It was the worst sex ever. It was for two bad reasons. But anyway, the next day I woke up. I'm looking at her letters, and her name. I don't care. It's not like it's going to get back to her. Ruth Rathblot was her name. Like, Ruth Rathblot. Where have I seen that name? And then I go, I got it. I go, Ruth, have you ever lived at 235 East 95th Street, apartment 5E? She said, yes. I said, I live there now, and I'm getting your old mail. And that really did happen. I think that's a cooler story than talk about coincidence. That was the craziest story. It was not not the gross part about it, but yeah, how funny was that? That I'm like, that name. Can you imagine? It's like, where have I seen this name before? She lived in my apartment, and we met downtown and brought her to her apartment, and we did the deed. Ruth, I love you. Thank you for that great story.
That just blew my
the
mind.
Sex sucked for both of us. She asked me, "Did you come?" And I said, "I didn't because it was gross." And I was like, "What do you think?" How about that? What a great out that was.
I'm going to leave this one up to you.
I just thought that right. Yeah.
She's oozing. No, but dude. So then, speaking of coming, when you say I'm gonna come, does that mean you're gonna come, or you got some time till you're gonna come? Because I've had this little miscommunication with some women.
Well, it's been a while, but yeah, it's that means.
If I say that, it's about to happen.
Pull out. It means pull out. I'm pulling out. Well, that's what it was. I haven't had to worry about that. In fact, I'm looking to have a kid now, so it's the first time in my life I'd like to stay in.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the first time in my life.
Ronnie Cream Pies, they call him.
54, and now I want to have a kid. I mean, talk about too late to the game. But that's all right. Okay, I still got this apartment. Can't be all bad. It can't be all bad, folks.
I know the craziest thing Franco did was have sex with his socks off.
Wow.
Those fucking hammer toes coming out.
I used to be addicted to porn when I'd watch it on the internet there, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want to do that. I literally was. I had dreams like I'm going to do that. I'm going to go out there and do that." I'm like, no way. I could never do that.
No, he was just you were watching
I'm
him
just
do
saying
shit
porn.
on camera.
I'm just saying porn.
Yeah,
I
in
don't know.
general.
I'm just trying. I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm so sorry. It's got to be the Chuck Zito.
He's really
whiskey.
hurting this guy.
Somebody save me.
It's the ride. No, this ride is actually really good, though.
It's nice.
So, I mean, this is just something that came up. Again, random thought. Are you like a game show guy? Do you watch like Wheel of Fortune or anything like that?
I used to. I used to watch some Wheel of Fortune and some Jeopardy and Joker's Wild growing up watching.
I was going to ask Rob.
Price is Right, of course.
that's my
of course,
favorite.
and then Family Feud. So those are great shows. I don't really watch much anymore now.
The guy just said he gets no pussy. Of course he watches game shows.
That's okay. I didn't know those two went together. But maybe
They don't.
maybe they do.
Ryan Seacrest, Rob's boy, he just started hosting.
He's the luckiest guy on the planet.
No,
makes
he even said it.
Zillions for just doing nothing, but looking good. He looks great, and he's good at what he does.
He's really good at what he does.
He's really good at what he does.
He even said it on the opening the other day. He's like,
amazing.
I don't know how I walked into this role, but
What a life. What
we're
a
here.
life.
I
What
was
a
like,
life.
dude, that could have been me.
What a life. I know, right?
Could have been me.
Someday.
So who was the biggest inspiration on your career, would you say?
Like I said, my favorites growing up were Nicholson, certainly, and Jack Lemmon. I love Robin Williams. And I love Good Will Hunting. He was amazing in that. Like the people you mentioned, Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey's beyond. He's above and beyond any talent that I've ever seen. But growing up, I love 60s and 70s movies and 80s movies. Swingers was the best. Vince Vaughn. I always like, that's Vince. You're like Vince Vaughn got my role. That's perfect for me because I felt so much like him. That was one of my favorite movies. But I just always loved film. When I was in my teens, we got a video camera, and my brothers and I would do commercials and fake commercials and parodies and pretending in movies. And we just always loved filming and playing actors and bits. We just always got a laugh out of that. And I wanted to just do it on a professional level. And so, I don't know. It's always been a dream of mine to be an actor and make great films. And I'm actually working on one now that we wrote 10 years ago.
Really?
Well, I came up with the idea 10 years ago, and then we've had a lot of writings for it. And it's called I Killed Last Night. It's about a serial killing comedian killing comedians. And it's just a horror movie because growing up, I loved Friday the 13th, I loved Halloween, a bunch of horror movies when I was a kid. I really don't watch that stuff in the last 20 years, 30 years, but growing up. So I wanted to make a combination of a horror movie with comedy in it. And so that's what I'm working on right now, which is... that's the dream. The dream is really making your own thing and starring in it, if you can.
I mean, listen, man, that time of the year's coming. Halloween's coming. The decorations are out already, which bothers me to no end.
Is that right? Are they out already?
Oh,
You've seen
man.
like the orange and black?
They're in the supermarket, everything.
Is that like
Candy corn.
Is that like another Italian thing? Writing your own thing and starring in it? Like you're trying to be Sylvester Stallone or something? Or?
Oh, and he grew up right in here. He grew up in Hell's Kitchen. He grew up like on 40, maybe on this street, just over one block. But yeah, to make my own, to be in my own would be the absolute best. As I've gotten older, I don't watch a lot of the new stuff, and I'm kind of living in the past. So, yes, Rocky, Rambo. No, not Rambo. Rocky. Rocky was the best one of his.
Have
Did
you-
you do anything good?
Ru-
Nighthawks. You ever see Nighthawks?
No, I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
What's the best Rocky?
Well, I love one, but I love Clubber Lang and I love Dolph Lundgren. So actually, 3 and 4. That's 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And I have always said, I go, there's no such thing as a good 2 in anyone, but actually, Rocky and Star Wars are the only 1-2s. Not Godfather. Fell asleep at Godfather 2.
Really?
But yeah, I didn't like it when they went to Italy. It just bored me. I don't know why it just did. Can't tell you. Maybe I'll try to watch it again. I'm reading The Godfather right now, Mario Puzo.
Wow.
I'm reading it now.
Nice.
It's
How's that?
fantastic.
It's good?
excellent. It's like you can't believe how, just about the duplicity and the backstabbing of people. And it goes, obviously, you can go into more depth of it because it's a book and not a movie. But it's excellent. Mario Puzo. Wow.
If you want another good number 2, Wreck-It Ralph 2, phenomenal.
What is it?
Phenomenal. Wreck-It Ralph. It's a Disney animated movie. Oh man, it's all time. You would love it.
Okay. I'm going to check it out.
Jesus.
Let's sponsor our podcast.
Mario hates when I bring up Wreck-It Ralph.
Tulsa King?
I haven't
Sylvester
seen it.
Stallone
I
show?
haven't seen it. How was it?
Dude, so the second season is about to come out. It'll by the time this episode drops, I believe the second season will be out already.
I love it.
And last year when I checked out the first season, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Another mob show?
Yeah.
Sylvester
So
Stallone,
boring.
another
So
old
boring.
Italian." I put it on. What a breath of fresh air it was.
Really?
It was very creative, the plot
That's
and
what it
everything, the
is.
characters, the different relationships. And, dude, I'm excited for season 2. If you have some time, I know you said you don't.
No, but that's
you know,
good.
you-
No, but that inspires me when people say they speak about it in that way, that it's creative, it's a different angle on stuff. I'm open to seeing new stuff. I guess it's just my stubborn mind's like, another new thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I see Tulsa Kings, I'll love to check him out. I've always loved him.
Yeah.
And the documentary on him is fantastic.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, you got to see the documentary on Stallone. It's fantastic.
What's it called?
I don't even know. Just Sly. It's probably called Sly.
I think it.
might
Yeah,
be
I
right.
think so.
If
So-
it's not, it should be called Sly.
So good, man. It's so good.
So you've been around for some time. What's the
Yep.
biggest thing your career has taught you?
Well, I know that you can work your ass off here. I got to work smarter because I'm still nowhere. Like I'm not nowhere. Something could happen, but you really got to network better. You can do all the work. I worked so hard in acting and learning how to become a good actor. And thank you for the compliment before. But I think it's more than that. You really got to network with the right people as well. You got to, because how are you going to get seen? It's so hard to get seen and noticed. And so I really think you got to, the one thing I would tell people is network a lot more. Not that you should be doing the craft, because I love doing the craft, but I think I love doing the craft too much that I'm actually doing the craft less this year because I'm trying to get out and meet the right people, like guys like you, and not just doing a play that 10 people are going to come to, and I get, it's a great experience, but I get nothing out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're the average of the people you surround yourself with.
Exactly.
So I mean, and
It's very true.
I don't know why I keep hanging out with fucking Mario.
See? Well,
Franco's
I think we learned something on this show, guys.
there you go.
We're gonna be taking different routes after this show. Okay.
I'm so bipolar on this show. I'm like intellectual at some points, and I'm like, cream pies and this and
Well, that's
you know,
great. Yeah, mix it up. I think that's a good thing. It's
Yeah.
a great thing to be able to do both.
But I mean, I the whole making connections and networking. I see that all the time with Franco between his cannabis business and this. It's all about who you know. And I mean,
really
look,
is,
we
man.
make connections. And we're sitting with you right now here on the couch.
Yeah, brother. Look, you made this connection. We got this from Horace.
Yeah,
we
from
got to give a
Horace,
shout
man.
out to
Shout out
Horace
Horace
Garcito.
man. That's
we
the
love you.
ease.
Horace has been nothing but good to me my whole life.
My God,
I
me
owe this
too.
guy so much. He's such a wonderful person. And for introducing me to you, and we
Yep.
did a show. We did a marijuana show where the oven, where they brought you brought all your items, right? What'd you bring?
Yeah, we brought all of our butters, our oils, and we had Nikki Meatballs come in to the Friars Club. We had a nice 60-person dinner,
Yep.
infused meal. We had Jason Scoop on.
Jason Scoop
he
of
was up
Levittown,
there.
New
Of
York.
Represent.
Yep.
We're gonna get him on soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be here in October.
And Ron was the host, not for nothing.
Yes.
Like,
How'd I do?
dude, absolutely killed it.
That's it.
Ron, for those of you who don't know,
Thank
Ron's
you.
the dude that walks into a room and just fucking takes it over.
Love this guy.
Well, he's like 7 feet tall. So.
but it's
pretty
like-
easy. A
but
bald
there's-
guy at 6'4", loud, obnoxious.
Well, like tall guys turn heads, but like then Ron starts speaking, you're like, all right, I gotta listen to what the fuck's coming out of this
Thank
guy's
you,
mouth.
man.
Like,
Thank you.
So it's cool that it's full circle, man. That was a while ago we had that show.
And I love hosting. I'm actually hosting this weekend, this Saturday. Right over here, there's a block party over here on 38th Street. And I'm hosting. It's gonna be a bunch of bands,
Nice.
and that's it's funny because my energy is very strong. I realize from my acting, like there's a lot of good actors. I'm a good actor, but my energy is my real strength, my spirit. Of course. And so I've kind of tapped into that. So that's why I'm a good host in comedy, better than I am as a stand-up. Because like I said, the stand-up, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of things to work through. Hosting is more getting to know the people, talking to them, and I love people. And so it's that part is really easy for me. Just a few jokes and then bring comedians up. So I appreciate you saying that, and I will continue to host, as people ask me to.
Yeah, you got it, man. It's New York Fashion Week. You got a crazy outfit for him this week.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you're wearing a
I don't
black
know if you
tee
saw-
tonight,
I was
man.
wearing, I know. You're right. I should be wearing something crazy. I wore my Muppet. You saw my Muppet?
Yeah, bro, it was awesome.
At this beautiful girl who's actually Lisa Mon, who's a model from Long Island. We had another shout out, and she invited me to the fashion show, and so I wore that. But you're right. I do wear crazier things. I was in a chill mode tonight. I don't know why.
Nah,
This
I
is
hear you.
like
Perfect.
This stuff is from L.A. I love these shorts. These are hemp shorts. Hemp.
Oh, is it
they
really?
made it out of hemp. Yeah. So this is like when I'm really in a relaxed mode, and I feel like this is such a relaxed.
This is it, man.
It's such a beautiful. The weather is perfect. You never get this weather is just right, man.
This is the best time of year. Fall is.
I love the fall.
Fall's
Forget
the
the
best.
summer. I'm
Yeah.
so happy summer's over,
Dude.
and I love that. I had a great summer. You guys have a good summer?
I had a great summer. I had a lot of fun, but I'm not, man. I just don't like. Mario sweats when he eats, so it's like.
I was gonna say, Ron, I think you got the heat on 78 in here. What's going on? It's heat's on 78. He's got those shorts on. I'm waiting for his right nut to pop out of the bottom.
out of his,
fuck is
out
going
of
on
his
in here?
hemp shorts.
love
Well,
it.
the hemp shorts are breathing.
Oh, these hemps are feeling good. And these are the only ones. I had a bunch of these products, but I got these in Santa Monica in California, which is the real laid back, hippie kind of place. And when I put them on, I feel like I'm in Santa Monica at the beach. And I just feeling like that chill mode. So I felt in a chill mode tonight. Normally I wear the flashy, crazy stuff, which I'm sure I'm going to wear on Saturday because you got to do that when you don't have an act. I always say, always wear a big costume if you're not that funny. So
Yeah, man,
I was hoping to be funnier tonight than just flashy. How am I doing, folks? How am I doing on the podcast?
We're chilling. We're chilling.
I love it.
Love
it.
Before Franco finishes up, let everyone know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Ron Barba 1. You have to put the 1 because the other one got robbed by someone who knows. So Ron Barba 1 on Instagram, just Facebook, Ron Barba. I don't do TikTok. I let Jason do the TikTok, and I'm just trying to ride his coattails. But Ron Barba, you can see me. I have a film on Amazon called Bobby Mortal. And I also have another film on Amazon, which is called God's Will. And if you could see those, check me out. Ron Barba on Amazon, Ron Barba 1 on Instagram.
Nice and easy.
Yes, brother.
So before I ask you our going home question, our conclusion, being that we're in the city and we were talking about comedians before, another random thought that popped up. Isn't it crazy how much the Statue of Liberty looks like Owen Wilson? You ever notice that?
I've never noticed that.
I want to. Can you pull up a picture of the Statue of Liberty real quick?
The Statue of Liberty looks like Owen Wilson.
Statue of
Oh, Mario's
Liberty.
got his phone
Love
right here.
it.
Just take a look, and tell
gonna believe
tell
it.
me if I'm wrong.
Because I'll take a bike to the West Side River, go all the way down to Battery Park, and I will do videos there all the time. And I always go and shoot the Statue of Liberty. I can't get close enough where I can see.
We can see the face. We can see
can
the Owen
see his
Wilson
face.
face.
Yeah, if he was a Roman, if Owen Wilson was Roman, I'd say it looks like a. Wait a second.
Oh, there's a thing.
There it is,
dude.
Wow,
It looks like Owen Wilson.
that is.
It really
Great
does.
Call, Franco. Great call.
It
Great
does-
call.
it does.
Crazy that there's a thing like that.
Well, he stole it from that. It's like he didn't make
Wow.
it.
steal
You think I
shit.
didn't know that? You don't tell the audience that. That's the little tricks. That's the tricks of showbiz.
He's at
How
home.
did you do that?
That's crazy.
He's
No,
at home
No,
watching.
no. That is good.
Yeah.
Good
The-
pickup.
From this angle,
No,
honestly,
you're
he
right.
looks like
I do see
Hercules.
it. It's the lips. He does the lips. Yeah, I see, but the lips.
Yeah, the lips, the no, like the.
pause.
Owen Wilson.
Franco's at home watching reruns of Survivor, looking at pictures of Owen Wilson.
I am watching reruns of Survivor. Catching up. Survivor starts next week.
Wow.
We guys, Survivor season 43, I want to say. But it's still going.
Amazing guy.
So, the question we ask everybody:
Yep.
one person that you could sit down to dinner with, ask any questions to, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive? And they got to answer the questions.
questions. Like I wanted to find
Like this.
out
It's almost like this. Yep. Well, you
I'm
can
gonna
take
let
that
you
route.
think about it for a second because look, let's see if
Go
this
right ahead.
let's see if this could be entertaining. I just got a field notification. Let's see what happens.
A field
I never have my live phone over here, so let's see. Hold on. Let's see if it's gonna be a good one. First off, now
What
I
the
got
hell's a field note?
I
Oh,
got
your app. Your
that
app.
This is shout out to Mark. Look at this is some promo, Mark. Field. Let's see.
And this is real time right
This is
now.
real time. This is real time.
Field.
So let's see. What's going on? What is this here?
FEELD.
Yeah.
Field.
Oh, I don't know what's going on here.
L?
No, it's
L
a new
for-
app. I can't
L for
can't
love.
see them
Just
yet.
want you to
All right,
register.
Next,
All right,
go ahead.
good.
You go.
Yeah, that's some
My
promo.
favorite
Mario.
person in history was always most impressive was Martin Luther King Jr. because you know what black people have had to face in this country and the time when he was fighting for stuff. I just thought he was so bold and the stuff he said was so beautiful. It almost didn't seem to match what other people were like. And so I was just always blown away by him. But I don't know if I'd ask him any questions. It was just he was kind of always my favorite person.
Kind of like to pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Just want to be around his aura.
I mean, you know, I love Shakespeare, you know, but you know, but I don't even know what questions. Just Shakespeare, I'd ask like, I don't know what you meant, but I really loved your language,
Bro.
I just saw Shakespeare play, and I'm like, you guys are great, but I don't know what you said. So I'm American.
Dude, 20 years later, guy's still trying to make up for the black jokes. It's crazy.
MLK, baby. LBJ.
That's crazy.
Yes, Martin Luther King Jr. Baby. I have a dream.
That's a good answer though. Honestly, we get.
Well,
some-
I don't
we
know.
get
That's a
some-
good answer. That's how I feel.
we
If
get some
the one
crazy
person.
answers.
When you say history, that's the one guy that I've always thought like I felt was an incredible person.
Dude, Ron, it's been a pleasure.
Seriously.
Appreciate you
Mario,
hosting us.
Franco,
Dude.
the oven,
So much
in
fun,
my
man.
apartment with drinks, cigars. Rob, phenomenal engineering. I want to say thank you guys for having me, for coming over, shooting this show.
Dude.
I hope we can do a lot more, and I hope we can just do. I want to do business with you guys, party with you guys,
yeah.
hang with you guys.
Just
Let's
wanna hang out.
Let's just have a great life together. Let's have a great autumn, have a great winter. Let's just keep this year going great. 2024. Let's have no
Cheers.
president. Let's just go forward.
Cheers to that.
Come on, baby.
Cheers to that.
And
again,
Shendon, Shendon.
Shendon.
There we go.
All right, blessings on blessings.
Ride,
the Different Podcast. Follow us on all socials. Keep sharing the show and spank that subscribe button. And don't forget, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
Yes, sir.
Keep it cooking in the oven.